told her I liked the kind with the berries in it. She brought me home a can. It was a well-known brand. When I opened the can, I noticed it was half full of jelly. There were a number of berries at the bottom, but it clearly wasn't what I was hoping for. A few days later, we still had some turkey that had not been eaten, but we'd used up all of the cranberry sauce. I rummaged through the pantry to see if by chance there was any cans of cranberry sauce from last year. There was. I checked the expiration date. Still good. And it was the kind with the berries. But it was a different brand than what my daughter had purchased the previous week. In fact, it was a brand that I'd never heard of. When I opened the can, I noticed it was cranberries from top to bottom. I thought, aha, I'll bet it's a privately held company. I went on the internet to check. Sure enough, the can that I had opened a few days earlier that was half jelly was a well-known household name, a public company. The new can, which was full of cranberries, was a totally different eating experience. Like I said, I like the berries. I was curious enough later that week that I made a special trip to the store just to buy cranberries. The turkey was all gone, and I didn't need any more cranberry sauce, but I wanted to check out my theory. I found the 2 brands of cranberries and purchased them and brought them home. I opened both cans, like I suspected. The publicly traded company, the household name, the one that was the most expensive brand, was the lowest quality with half jelly. The other brand, a privately held company, certainly was far better quality, solid berries from top to bottom, and a much tastier product. Why would that be, you might ask? Why would the publicly held company produce the product with the lowest quality and the highest price? If you're paying attention, you already know that it's almost always that way, and for good reason. Public companies are driven by stock price. Their executives are paid bonuses based on the stock price. In fact, the CEO, the vice president of marketing, directors of marketing, and so forth, usually receive stock as part of their compensation. So it's to their advantage to get the stock price up. Most of these executives don't plan to be at their company very long. 5 years is about the average for an executive to stay at any one company before they move on to the next company. To receive bigger bonuses and to feather their resumes, they need to increase profits today. Now, stock prices are driven by the profitability of the company. Now, to increase profits, they need to increase revenue or decrease expenses. They can try to increase the price to increase revenues, but they're hampered in doing that because if they increase the price too much, no one will buy their product. So the other alternative is to lower costs. Lowering costs almost always mean lowering quality. Cranberries are the most expensive ingredient in cranberry sauce. Therefore, the best way to take the cost down is to remove some of the cranberries and replace it with cheap jelly that is mostly sugar. So when the VP of marketing suggests that they take out the cranberries to increase the profit, the CEO is quick to approve the proposal. Now, take a private company, especially a company that doesn't ever plan to go public. Since there's no stock price, there's no desire to drive the stock price up. Of course, you want to be profitable, but enough is enough. Executives of the privately held company are not compensated by receiving stock. Executives running public companies are governed by short-term goals. Privately held companies can afford to focus on long-term goals. Their growth strategy is often to increase the number of customers buying their product. They know that quality will do that. It might take time, but quality is always the answer to improving the amount of customers you've got buying your products. Now, Mela is a privately held company. We don't worry about stock price. We focus on our mission of enhancing lives. We want Mela to be known for quality, safety, and taking care of the environment. We've created products that help people live longer, healthier, more vibrant lives. We're debt-free and profitable. We've defined ourselves as a growth company. In other words, our objective is to grow to impact more lives next year than we did this year. When I leave this earth, I want to leave a company with a stellar reputation of enhancing lives. Now, we don't sell cranberry sauce, but if we did, we would not take out the berries to increase our profits. There's simply a huge difference between us and the publicly traded companies in how we think and how we operate. And since most consumer goods in America are manufactured by publicly traded companies, this leaves a tremendous opportunity for Melaleuca. There's a huge void for quality products, especially in the arena of wellness products. That's the main reason we have grown so quickly. As people continue to discover the difference with Melaleuca products, our growth will continue to accelerate. Now we have over 400 unique products. We have dozens that I would call jaw droppers. By jaw dropper, I mean astonishing, life-changing, one of a kind. Many of these products can have a big impact on people's health. But if I were asked to point out the most important product that we have, it would clearly be the Peak Performance Pack, which will impact people's health more than any other product. Through 2 human studies, the Freiberg study and the Sterling study, we've been able to document that the Peak Performance Pack stops free radicals in their tracks, and therefore should serve to slow down the aging process. It will be years before we're actually able to prove that people using the Peak Performance Pack will actually live longer, but that evidence is starting to mount. All of us who use the Peak Performance Pack have a story to tell. Individual stories do not make scientific evidence, but they are valuable nonetheless. Over the years, Melaleuca has unlocked several secrets found in nature and incorporated them into our nutrition products. Our scientists invented a process to treat minerals the same way that plants treat minerals. We named this process the OLIGO process. The OLIGO process makes minerals much more absorbable and helps stop free radicals. Now, I've been using Melaleuca nutrition products for over 33 years, longer than any other person. And I've not kept it a secret that I believe I'm staying younger longer. Nor have I kept it a secret that I've been able to keep up with even some of the strongest athletes in the world my age. That's not a credit to me. It's a credit to the Peak Performance Pack. I have an extensive physical checkup every year. This year, I traveled to Salt Lake City to take a special test called a coronary CT scan, which can actually look inside the coronary artery and check for plaque buildup, which would be a preliminary indication of heart disease. This is the artery where heart attacks occur. The doctors found something very unusual. No plaque whatsoever. None. Zero. 70-year-olds almost always have